a little early and get the floor cleaned up. The junk over there. Give everybody some time to get on here. Tore part of the engine that was no good. That's what all that's from. Tappets look good. Okay. I think I can use these in another engine if I need to. Came out of a Chinese engine. I don't think so. We'll score that pretty good. Thinking about using them in a different engine if I need to, but they don't look like they would even fit. Two likes already? Wow, I've been on like 1 minute. Figured I would come on a bit early and get everything out and give everybody a couple minutes to get on here. While I clean the floor up over here. Well, hello, whoever's here. Hey! Figured you'd be here early. Alright. Getting a few sockets put away. Bunch of dirt all over. Oh well. I'm not eating with them, so. Some of this stuff is getting thrown away. It's just more gasket. I can pick it up. So, I need to. Anybody still here? I need to get this thing ready because on Saturday I have somebody who might be interested in buying it. So, really, all it needs is just to be cleaned up real good. The air filter put back in it. We're gonna change the oil, and that's really it. Sharpen the blade. But other than that, don't need anything. I already got it fixed quite a while back. Let's get a microphone. They're expensive. Here's a rag. Don't worry, I'll be back and I'll be showing something here interesting in a few minutes. Just gotta get this stuff cleaned up. I figured I would get on early. Close this up before I dump them out. I need that again. This. Blade, stick that there. That needs to be sharpened. Alright, time to go on your comments and try and get the table out. But I'll catch up in a minute. Don't sweep the floor until after I'm done here. Oh, God, I got some parking to do. Yeah. I'll put you there. I'm not going to work on this engine today. Got too many problems to start this late. That's high enough to get this stuff off. Set it over here where the table goes. Get it out of the way. I need to get this engine fixed and put back together. First of all, it ain't ours, and I'm gonna clear out the space. Well, what would I don't know if what I'm going to be doing would require me to put that on this table, but I think I'll use it as a tool table. Oh, I do have one thing I needed on here for, but that won't be until last. I need to clean this thing up. I got a bunch of gunk and oil on it. Yeah. Put that cover back on. That way we don't see all the mess I made. Get some lights on. Right. Above. On the garage door, if I can reach it, which it's pretty much too tall or too high for me. There we go. Just barely. So, I think the first thing I'm going to do is get the blade off and get it ready to be sharpened. I'm going to roll you down. That way you can kind of see what all is happening. Whenever you tip the push motor, make sure the carburetor is up. Because if you don't, then the oil will puke out and ruin your air filter. It's got some grass in there. I went across the road and mowed real wet grass the day I fixed it. It was too cold to clean it out. Kind of get you in there. That should be a 5/8 socket. plates. Concrete don't feel good on your knees. Stove's only been used a few times before we got it. Yeah, that's the original blade adapter, and it slid right off. So we'll put anti-seize on that so it don't rust weld itself to the crank. And yeah, this is the blade out of the factory, and you can see that it just needs a quick couple of passes with just a quick sharpening, nothing crazy. Only one light is working up above. Well, check the cords. No, what's wrong? I wonder if it got so dark. Well, come on. Turn on. You just working a minute ago. Always something. Just working. What's wrong with you now? The cords are probably in as far as they'll go. There you go. Shut the one off and try it again and see if that does anything at all. Yeah, play it. The wall. Whatever. That's just one more thing gotta fix. No, that ain't good. It means I ain't got no good lighting in here. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Can I pin that? No, I guess I can't pin. Comments. Live chat. Hi, user. Put in timeout. Move moderator. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I click on it. And to pin it, and all that comes up is remove as moderator, put user in timeout, hide user on channel, report, and remove. Earlier there was the option to pin it. Oh well. YouTube is kind of a glitch, so you know, could just be messing up a little. Huh. I don't know. Oh well. That's the way it wants to be then. So we're gonna have it. Hold on, be right there. This ice is somewhat heavy. It's a real big old one. this in here. This mess over in here. Look at the mess I have created of this garage that was already a mess. Oh well. Ain't too hard to clean it up. Done it before.
There's ice cream
Okay.
when you want some. Do you want live? Let us know when you're done.
Hopefully no trolls want to show up today. If they do, kick them off the channel. Don't give them a second chance. Give them a second chance, they'll just go again. Well, I guess you don't have to. If there is a troll, don't kick them off the first time. Just put them in timeout for like 20 minutes, and if they do it again, then kick them off. But if it's just a stupid comment, then just leave it. Because it'll just show how stupid that person is. Mom. Get you over here. I don't want that thing move. Yeah. Squished up stink bug. I don't like them things. They're creepy. Clamp that down if, well, there's nothing to clamp there. Oh well. But I'll try it again. Nah. There's just a thin, ain't nothing to clamp to. Oh well. That's what we would push really hard. That's fine. Hold on. Try and get this clamp up so it don't fall down. Oops. Drop stuff. Drop more than I pick up. So I'm gonna probably back the camera up a ways because it'll be kind of loud and I don't want metal shavings or sparks on my tablet. 5 feet, well, that's not bad. Hello, anybody else? Comment, please. Okay. Get this blade sharp. It won't take much to get this sharp. I'm just gonna put a bit of an edge on it just to give it a little more sharpness, and that way it's ready for whoever buys it. You don't have to worry about it for a while. I always try to do everything I can to make the stuff I sell as good as I can. Even if it means, you don't make a ton of money, at least you know that somebody has something good. Ankle grinder with a good flap disc on it works perfect for sharpening blades. Get the handle on it. You want to do this in a good or a well ventilated area, because when you're grinding on this, you're removing metal and it'll get in the air and then you're breathing in metal dust. Both wear glasses, safety glasses, and earmuffs with an angle grinder too. And you don't want real loose clothing like hoodie strings or anything, because that'll get caught up in there and be bad. So you might want to turn your volume down a little ways because it'll be loud for a bit. And if anybody's wearing headphones, you might want to take them off for this. It's going to be hot, so you don't want to touch either of the sides. Slowly bring you over, that way you don't get dizzy. Two, I'll lift the camera up and show you here. I gotta get it raised up more. Hold on. That right there, which is a blade balancer. Why, you might be asking, why is it important that your blade is balanced? Well, I'll tell you why. Because, first off, if it is not balanced, your mower will shake real bad. And also on push mower, it will wear out your crankshaft seals on the bottom of the engine. Okay. So, looks like this left side is a little heavier. Bring you back over. Readjust camera. Let's see. Get you back down. Oh, it got real dark all of a sudden. Kind of go like that. Why is that loose? Oh, no, hold on. It's coming loose. Oh, no, that's why. Hold on, I'm gonna put this back on the balancer because I forget which side it was that was heavier. I thought it was that side, but I didn't remember. Somebody might say that you're not supposed to sharpen the bottom of the edge on your blade. I do every time, and it makes it razor sharp. If I just do the top side, it doesn't get it sharp. It puts an edge on it, but it's not. You don't need a lawnmower blade like razor sharp, because most of the time mowers don't usually cut. Rotary mowers do not cut the grass, they rip the grass. So that's why keeping your blades somewhat sharp is nice, because then it doesn't have to struggle so much. I think I'll put the camera about there. Okay. Yeah, now that I went on the bottom, it's got a much sharper edge. Bring it back over here and see where we are. See, gotta figure out what section to raise on the stand here. Oh boy. Aha. This camera stand is kind of hard to work with sometimes, but hey, I don't mind. It's better than holding the camera. There we go. See, it's pretty nice and sharp now. Don't really want to touch it. Still a bit heavy on that one side. So I'll bring you back over to here. Hello. Okay. I think that higher view is a lot better. Kind of see what's going on better. Can't get it in there right. There we go. Hold your ears or turn your volume down. Alright, I'm just going to leave you there. I don't want to keep carrying it back and forth. Oh, that's good. Showed you 3 times already. Still just a hair heavy. I think maybe 1 or 2 more passes, and it should be. Yeah, that's good. Took me a year to get 50. I guess that's the difference in doing shorts too, because I never did a whole lot of shorts, and that's what you mainly do. Because some of my regular videos would get like 30 views maybe on a good day, and my shorts would get like, most of them got like 1,000 views in less than an hour. Try that and see what happens. I'll get the size too heavy. I'm gonna use the file for this. I think my grinder is too aggressive. Balancing is always the hardest part of sharpening blades. Try that. See that. Quite. Just barely. Try that. Not balancing. course, on a live stream, you know, do this. It's taking too long. Ain't getting nowhere. One quick pass. See what that does. I just make the other side too heavy. Ouch. Good. What is going on? Yeah, hopefully so. Don't be an idiot like me and hold the blade in your hand. I'm holding it again. Hopefully that'll get it balanced. Oops. Try and get this done. I think I can get that with the file now because it's pretty slow. 67 subscribers. What a coincidence that is. Okay, at last, we have a balanced blade. Wow. Sometimes it can put up a fight. Just slid away in the corner again. This thing's heavy, it's about 20 pounds. It's a real old vise. That shoved back away. Be right back. I'm just go ahead and get this put away. That way I don't have to mess with it later. Okay. Slide this way, I'll be right back. Oh, it's heavy. Okay. Got that part done. It's that freaking blades in this thing, but I didn't do it. Get you over here. Yeah, I had a bunch of little kids in here spamming 6-7. I'll say it once in a while, but I don't want that all over my channel. Not on this live, but several streams ago. Yes, I will wash this out before I sell it. But for right now, I'm just gonna scrape that junk out of there, and then I'll probably give it a good wash. I hate giving something dirty to somebody. Sure, weird awful noise. Sound like somebody's a rabid dog in their car going by. At least I hope they're in the car, because that dog didn't sound happy. Probably one of them stinking chihuahuas. Sounded mad. Them chihuahuas will get you. Clean the rust off of there a little bit. Not worried about cleaning the whole thing, just where the blade adapter goes on. There we go. That's nice and shiny. Whether anti-seize works or not, I don't know. I always put it on stuff like this. It always seems to come off, but you know, trying to get it on the underside real good. Clean the junk out of there. And smear that all around in there. That way it all gets some. I put something inside the adapter too, because it didn't get any on there. I'd rather use too much of this stuff than not enough, because it can save a headache down the line. If it ever needs to come back off, it'll save you hours of heating and pulling and eating. Trust me, I've been there and done that too many times. All because people won't take this simple step. There, that took like 2 minutes to do that. To save you hours in the future. Yeah, they are ankle biters. Yeah. You could buy a grinder. Wow. I cannot hardly believe that I've already been streaming for an hour. It feels like I just got started. When you're streaming, it feels like like time just isn't there. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just me or not, but let's see. I'll let this scraper and not the other one, because this one is a bit flexible. This Yeah, well, 50 minutes, but you could say an hour. Another 3 minutes would be an hour. That weed out of there. I mowed with this across the road today. I got it fixed, so that's why this is real kind of strange looking grass. That was all the grass there was at the time, because it's in the middle of winter and I wanted to see if it was gonna do good under a load before I put it up for sale. So that's too bad. It's taking that paint off with it. You can tell it's only been used a very few times, because the paint is still on the deck and where it's coming off is shiny metal. And that smells absolutely disgusting. Get all this junk out of here. Hopefully I sell this thing and get it out of here. have somebody coming to look at it Saturday. It just so happens he owns a lawn care company nearby, so hopefully he'll buy it. I actually bought a couple push mowers off of him for pretty cheap that he didn't want. Actually 3. That's how I kind of knew about him. I'll clean this up later, don't worry. Which means I won't. I hate that paint coming off of there, but I guess it's all part of it. Should have cleaned it out the day I made it a mess, because then it wouldn't be like that. Yeah, it smells awful. Especially because it was real wet at the beginning, so wet, decomposing grass doesn't smell too good. This is one thing I usually neglect, is underneath the decks, which ain't good because over time it'll rust out. Just one of them annoying things that you gotta do. Probably one of my least favorite things to do. That's why I forget about it. Yeah, I'll scrub this up real good tomorrow. Just want to get all this junk out of here tonight. Wow. Then over like that, and make your back lock up. Ooh, almost fell. Figured this would be something you do a little stream about. I haven't done a stream like this in a little while. Get all this junk out of here. Let's see, that's pretty good. There. Considering I'm gonna give this a really good cleaning before I sell it, of course. One thing I found that helps is with the real world dry grass is if you spray it down with water, let it soak, and then spray it down again. It kind of makes it like grass slop, and then you don't have to. And if you don't do that, when it's real hard, it's like trying to break up cement. But when you get it nice and wet, it turns into slop after a while. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, it's not too cold here. Checked it earlier and it was like 42. I think it was going to be like around 45 today. Which to me that's not cold, but to some people it is. I don't mind cooler weather. I mainly have a lot of real thick clothing, so I just put on a bunch of thick clothing and go out and I'm fine. Just because I like the cold. I think I would take this weather. I would take this weather over another hot summer any day. If it was like this in full sun, that'd be great. No wind. Yeah, that's good enough. It's just gonna get dirty the first time you use it, and you ain't trying to eat out of it. So, just as long as it's not holding a bunch of water all over the deck and rust it out, that's all that matters. Whenever putting a blade on, this lift always goes up. So I'm probably gonna make a short about that after I do this live. Put some anti-seize on the bolt too, because I've had those get rusted in there and not want to come out. Some people say you should put Loctite on a bolt that is spinning like this in the crankshaft, but I say if it doesn't move for a long time, it needs anti-seize. As long as you get it tight, it ain't going to come loose. Because chances are, if it's a crank bolt, it ain't going to be coming out often unless you're having issues over and over. Get that on. I've had one or two of these bolts come loose before, but I've actually had a blade fall off. Thankfully it wasn't spinning though. Hold your ears for a second. Don't be loud. That's tight enough. I have broken a bolt off in a crankshaft before. Thankfully it came out pretty easily, but still, either way, it's definitely not an ideal thing to do. Or an ideal situation to be in is what I meant to say. I'll rinse all that stuff out. No way that scraper will get it out. Yeah, that's good and sharp now. I don't want to really touch it. Okay. While it's on its side, something else I'm going to do today is, I'll be right now, gotta get this socket put away. I'm guessing those are nothing. Nope, 9/16. Yep. Grab a ratchet. And that. Something I'm going to do while it's on its side. Oh, camera's at the perfect height already. Well, almost. Now it is. Now it's at the perfect angle. Wait a minute. Did I see that right? Yeah, it's only been used a couple times. One of Dad's co-workers bought it brand new, only used it a couple times, didn't like it, and gave it to him. Liam! Where have you been? I can't believe that you're here, finally. I almost thought I read the name wrong. If you're still here, drop a comment. Okay, maybe Amy's the impact on those. Ooh! Guess I'm not. That's tight. I'm gonna take these off and put grease on them. See how they just kind of vibrate around, and that's because they're not lubricated. And this is just a push mower, not a self-propelled, so it's a good idea to keep it clean and greased. Get some of that junk off of there. Nice shiny. Cleaner it is, the better wheels will spin. Hold on, I gotta grab the grease. Got it. Yeah, probably. You don't ever watch my channel anymore. Oh well. Guess he's got his own stuff to do. Get some brake cleaner on there to get some of that old junk off there. I don't think they put any lubricant on there from the factory, which is not going to help anything. Okay. Then also just a thin coating of grease. This Lucas Red and Tacky is just about the best grease there is. It's got anti-seize in it. It is high temperature grease. Very heavy duty. Or for heavy duty applications. It works in wheel bearings, whatnot. Put it all on the threads. Keep that nut from sticking. You just want a real thin coating because when you put the wheel back on, it'll smear it all up to the back of it, and then it won't have any on the shaft. You kind of want to spin it a little so it works its way around. Yeah, because see, now it spins. Now it spins freely and doesn't shake around. That'll make it a lot easier to push too. There we go. Yeah, that's a whole lot better there. Same thing for the back wheel. I'll do the other side when I might put it on the table for that so I don't have to bend over so much. Because usually after you bend over a while, it don't feel good the next day. Kind of get you where you can see a little better. Yeah, that's true. Because at first, when I first started doing live streams, he was always here. For the first probably four live streams, he was here throughout the whole thing, start or beginning to end, and I knew his channel long before I started doing live streams, so that's the only reason why I made him a moderator. Then he pretty much completely disappeared from YouTube for a couple of months, and then finally did a live stream. That was tight. And then he wasn't responding to any of my comments, which we used to have full-on conversations in the comments, and then he just disappeared. I almost thought I did something to make him mad, but there we go. I wasn't playing around with that ratchet. Yeah, I see how hard that is to get off. They put the tires on bone dry from the factory, which I don't think is the best idea. They do. This thing has been sitting outside a while, so that didn't help anything either. But you would think they would slap some grease on there when it's going down the assembly line, but they don't. Guess it takes too much time. Up a little. Junk off of there. You don't need a lot of cleaner. Just enough to cut that old junk. Here, get the grease. This is something I always forget to do on our mowers. Our other ones. it just needs a thin coating. That'll last a long time. You only have to do this once a year if you're not using it every day. Especially if you use good grease. Yeah, now that spins really good. That, yeah, that's a lot better there. Before it would just kind of shake around and not spin much at all. Okay, I think I'm done underneath it for now. Till I clean it, which will be tomorrow, because Saturday is when the potential buyer is coming. Oh yeah, that pushes a lot better just with those two greased. The next thing I wanted to grease, which is kind of different compared to what everybody else does, but garage ain't a trash can. I know you will. It is. I'll show you here in just a minute. If I can get the camera to sit even. There, is it focusing? I need to clean off. I need to get a lens wipe and a little bottle of alcohol spray to keep my lens clean, because sometimes it's got junk on it. I want to put some grease on this little part here where it goes into the handle, because this moves up and down every time you start it. Pull this cable and it releases the safety thing on it. Smells like something burning inside. And also these will get real rusty and then you can't get them out of the handle if you need to replace it or whatever. Let's see, which hole did that go in? I don't remember. Okay, that hole there, because I want to put a little in the hole itself. There we go. And then I'll smear a little on this end here. This end is curved, so that way you have to kind of put it in like that, so it helps hold it in the handle. It doesn't just slide out. Hold on, I'll read your comments in a minute after I put this back in. I'm gonna wipe off any excess so it doesn't get all over your hands. Stick that cable back in there. Yeah, that works a lot smoother now. Oh yeah, and I Got one last thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably right, Royal. If you smell something burning, he's cooking. 5 hours. Ugh. No way. I couldn't do that. I'd about have a spell going to Grandma's 12 miles away. Let's see. I think right there is a good view. Kind of like that. Five 16 3/8. I don't remember. I'm guessing it's 5/16. I thought so. I only need one moderator for now, because my channel's pretty small. But I had to make like 5 because every time I made somebody a moderator, they never showed up, and then I'd make somebody else, and YouTube for some reason won't let me remove them. So I just have to deal with it. Once my channel gets bigger, if it ever does, then 2 or 3 moderators might be fine. So that way I don't have to mess with the trolls, but that's real great. Throwing everything down. Two of these lights in the garage door stopped working. So now I ain't got no lighting hardly over here. I still got one, so it's still decently bright because each light is bright. The cords are in there tight, but always something, Seems like once you fix one thing, then next day something else is broken. So this cover has the recoil in it, which is what starts the engine. And sometimes, of course now it won't do it, but sometimes that rope would stick, or the spring would stick and wouldn't retract the rope. Those little doohickeys there stick out and grab the flywheel and spin it, and there's a spring down in there that sometimes gets dry and is lubricated. course, now it won't do it, but it was kind of sticking a little before. Just gotta spray it in between the cover and the. Try not to just spray it out. Don't need a lot, but just enough to give the spring a good coating. Kind of work that around a little bit. Spray in a little more. Should always do this every now and then, even if you're not having problems, to avoid problems. Yeah, see right there? It just kind of caught, and the rope won't go in. I might need to put another wind on the spring. Try not to get it all over the outside and waste it. Yeah, I'm betting I need to real quick put another wrap on that spring. It'd be kind of nice to have more people show up on my lives, but hey, I don't care. I guess the only way to get more people is to keep doing them. Definitely takes a while, but you know. Let's see, does this have the. Oh, it doesn't. Come on. Has to, doesn't it? Yeah. That's stupid if it doesn't. There's supposed to be a little notch in the. There's supposed to be a notch somewhere along here, so that way you can pull the rope out and put another wind on the spring, but for some reason this one don't have that. Of course, why would it, you know? Try not to let this go. I don't know how they want you to do this. This is weird compared to most recoils. Oh well, maybe I'll just. Maybe it just needs more oil. Not in there. Doesn't seem like it needs more tension because it sucks it in there real good. Spray it from the bottom. I guess it's on the bottom, but a different spot so it can get all around where it needs to in there. Yeah, I think it's getting better. No, is it getting better? Yeah, that definitely needs another wrap on the, or another wind on the spring. That's pretty loose. Okay, so to do that, we need a screwdriver. A pick. Uh-oh, we got a problem. My tablet is at 5%. So, therefore, I'm going to grab a cord and be right back. Okay. Should be back up and running here. Just gotta get. Let's see. Still at 5. Okay. Guess it's heavy traffic night tonight. Oh, crap. That's good. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Now we ain't gonna die. Let's see, I want to have slack so I'm not putting a bunch of pressure on my tablet. Charging port. Hold on. Let me get some water over here. I'm back. 12 hours battery life. That's not bad. 12 hours is pretty good. So, to do this, I gotta get the rope clear out. Gotta go slow so I don't get a rope burn on my fingers. You can clear out. Don't go clear out so it's not so much stress. And then put a screwdriver kind of in the groove so it doesn't wind all back up. Pull the rope, maybe, out through this gap. Wow. On these newer engines, they don't think too much about people who have to work on them. That's too thick and won't go in there. Let's say that again. Let's see. Can't get that to go in between the housing and the recoil pulley. I'm gonna try a different pick. We got one more, and I think it is a skinnier one. If that doesn't work, then I'll try something else. Starting to cool off a little bit. Wow, already I've been using my phone since 9:40 a.m. and at 5:09 I only have, wow, that's pretty good. Already been streaming an hour and 34 minutes. Crazy. Yeah. The car. Okay, I think that'll work. It's a little smaller. If I can get the rope in the right spot. I guess the rope is going to be too thick next. Get in there. They're causing me problems. I don't like problems. But life's full of them. Get in there. Well, I tell you, these newer engines are crap. Can't even tighten the recoil spring without goofing around 25 minutes. Get in there. This is the smallest thing I know of that we got. That ain't small enough. Well, pulling that knot out won't do nothing at all. Well, I might just have to be glad how it is, because they don't want me to tighten that, I guess. Oh well. It's only that last little bit. But it's definitely, the spring is definitely a little loose, so another wrap on it definitely would help. But they don't want me to. And about this much of it don't go in because it goes up to the handle, so you don't have to reach way down. So I think it'll be all right. Ooh, okay, I'll bring you over. But definitely, the oil definitely did help it somewhat. I'll spin you around here. look away if you don't like motion. Okay, now I gotta play around with this cord and get it where it needs to be, because I don't charge my tablet when I need it. 7. Oh wow. Yeah, that's good. Let's see here. I will go like that. That's almost a perfect view there. Oh, yeah, I was thinking I wouldn't change the oil, but I will, because the engine's so new. And plus, I'm going to sell it, so. Yeah. Get that tightened down. Maybe. I don't know. These are real small screws, so they don't need to be real crazy tight, just snug. Screw that one just a hair more. Put that down. Cords in the way. The rope goes right in this little doohickey there. Slides in here like that. So that way we don't have to bend down. Pull down to the engine to pull it out. Yeah. Seems to work good now. Let's see. Oh yeah. I got to put the air filter in it. Here. Now, I'll get to that in a minute. Not quite yet. Use the air filter. Don't know where to set it, or I won't get a bunch of junk on it. because I cleaned it, so I want to keep it clean. Let's see. Section, okay. This camera stand is a little confusing. There we go. That's better. Well, hold on, I'm gonna wipe the screen off real quick. Or the camera lens. I think that made it worse. Let me try to really wipe it off here. Good. I apologize. Got my sleeves very clean, but it's better than nothing. Air filter cover don't want to come off. Get off of there. I don't see why nobody maintains their stuff, because alright. Okay, so just want to wipe out the gunk in here real quick, because there's some dirt on there. I don't want that getting on the clean air filter. Should have cleaned this off in some water and soap, but I didn't do that. Need a little cleaner just to get rid of this junky stuff. Yeah, cleaning right up. Get that all good in there. You know, it's good to have a clean air filter. You don't want your engine sucking dirt, otherwise you'll have some problems. I know you're not seeing anything, but just me wiping off a piece of plastic. Okay, there's that clean. Let's wipe this out just to, while I'm in here. Gonna clean something, clean it as good as you can. Take pride in your work. Give it just a quick rinse with this. I don't use a lot. No, kind of wipe it off. Trying to get some of that junk out of there. Might as well while I'm in here. There we go. That's clean enough. Should be anyway. Now, let's see. So, with these kind of air filters here, with the plain, just a plain foam air filter, what you want to do is get you some oil and put a little bit on it. Not a lot, just a little. If you put too much, then it won't get, your engine won't get any air. I'm just using 10W30 motor oil. See, the air filters nice and clean. I cleaned it out real good. And then I have this little brush here that I use for pre-assemble or oiling engines before I put them together, and then just brush some good clean oil on it. You don't need a lot, just a nice thin light coating. And what that'll do is that'll help trap dirt and stuff. Hope I'm not dropping hairs in that oil from the brush. And then you want to do the same thing to the front side. Just put a little bit on the back, just to help stop any last bits of dirt. Because just the foam filter by itself doesn't filter too good. Well, it filters good, but it just needs that oil to help. Help the dirt stick to the filter and not get passed into your engine, not get past the filter. Big oil in the filter. Just wipe that off just to be sure. You don't need too much because then it won't get in the air. And that should be plenty there. Just need a thin coating on each side. And try and put this back in. This cover is a little tricky to deal with. Get on there! There we go. Get this closed up before I spill it everywhere, because I need this to change the oil on that engine. That's all the oil we got right now. It'd be that time when I'd spill it. We don't have any more. Wipe that oil off of there. And shine the plastic up, make it look nice. There we go. Alright, well, that's pretty much done. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. All I gotta do is just clean out or grease those other two wheels and change the oil. How much are you going to sell? I am going for 100. I looked it up, and this model is about 400, brand new from the store. And since it has been used, I'll go 100. It's not really a high dollar mower to begin with. Compared to some push mowers, I've seen some that are 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 before. Wow, an hour and 52 minutes been streaming. Doesn't hardly seem possible, but it's true. 6 likes, that's not bad. So I'm just going to change the oil, grease the other 2 tires. Yeah, I know, it sure does. And it's kind of crazy to see just how little you can get done in 2 hours. I guess also I wasn't working very fast, but seems like it takes a really long time to get anything done, but could just be me. And then of course I'll clean it off before I sell it, but that won't take very much because it's just got some dust on it, so I'll just rinse it off and call it good. Okay, I'll stop in after my live. All right, well, that's going to be it for tonight. I've got a little bit of a mess to clean up, all that, and all that over there, all that to deal with. So yeah, I got to clean that up. What happened? Am I still live? They goofed up. What time is it? Wait a minute. 8:30 already. Wow. I feel like I came out here. Shooky. All right, well, I'm going to get cleaned up and go inside. And that'll be it. So thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Peace and love for all. I love you. The cats love you. More importantly, Jesus loves you. Have a good night.